What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing Mardu Aggro Knight's Charge. So many names, so many words there. All right, anyway, so Knight's Charge, 3 converted mana cost enchantment. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And then you can pay 8, which is a lot, especially in an aggro deck, but it will be relevant every once in a while. You can sacrifice Knight's Charge, return all knight creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. An amazing ability if you ever do just flood out a little bit. Knight's Charge gets amazing. It's also amazing with Sir Conrad if he ever is out on the battlefield. That's why we have 1 copy, because there are times Sir Conrad does just win us games by having a lot of our creatures die, swinging in, being able to get value from swinging in with a Knight's Charge, having everything die with Sir Conrad and get some pingages in, and then also just his ability to pay 2 and bring it out. I probably do need another copy of this, but I'm trying to showcase a few other cards in the set right now. I purposely try to build decks that will showcase different synergies, different fun things you can do with decks. So with this deck, we are going for a lot of just aggressive plays, a lot of reach. So we have Corpse Knight, which can ping in for damage. We have Smitten Swordmaster, which we're building a really big board really quick, a really wide board. And so Curry Favor can help us. You know, it can be a 1 mana deal 5 to their face pretty often. Usually we're going to be using it, we're going to try to at least get 3 or 4 out of it. That's a really good Curry Favor. And it's and that still is making sure we're not overly, I don't want to be too heavy on board presence, because people are playing a lot of board wipes, a lot of Cry the Canariums, a lot of Flame Sweeps, which are very bad for our deck. And that's why we do also have Inspiring Veteran. If we can get a couple of these out, we kind of dodge all of that removal. So we do have that to just give all of our other knights +1/+1. But otherwise, we're just trying to go as aggressively as possible, keep our card draw going. That's one of the great things about all these adventure knights, a Falmir Knight. Whenever we use Profane Insight, we get to draw a card and lose a life, but we get to at least draw cards with a body in an aggro deck, which is insane. The one big thing I've seen a lot of people, I think, mistake, the hardest part with adventure is you have to use the adventure side of it first in order to get value from it. You have to play a creature. If you play just the Falmir Knight before you use Profane Insight from your hand, you don't ever get that back for this creature. And so yes, you get more card advantage by waiting until like turn 3 before playing this. But I think that it's better for us to just make sure we're getting knights out there, we're getting creatures out there, use this more as a good top deck in the late game, where now our 1 mana Falmir Knight can still be a good top deck. And so that is what we're going to be using it for, not really pushing too heavily on trying to utilize that, except maybe Curry Favor. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, up against Mint Chip. Bring it on, Mint Chip. And oh, I have my Garrick symbol here. I need to switch that out. I want to get Fibblethip, but it's kind of been broken for me. But Falmir Knight into Inspiring Veteran, so we'll keep this. Actually, we'll probably even go Corpse Knight before the Inspiring Veteran, get a little bit more damage in. Order of Midnight will help bring back any of these guys if we need to as well. So I like having these guys back in hand. It's basically an extra card draw for us just to maintain a good hand. Now we are going to go for Venerable Knight instead. Again, we do want to use the Profane Insight if possible, and so we will put other cards out before this just in case we can use the Profane Insight, but not going to be too heavy on making that happen. All right, swing in. Let's see if this is the Flash deck. I probably should have brought out Corpse Knight first just in case they did chump. All right, let's go for Corpse Knight. So I think this is Simic Flash. Let's see if they have counter here or just a Wildborn Preserver. Brine Cutthroat. Alrighty. So we do have to be a little bit careful of swinging in. Inspiring Knight will help a little bit here. Or Inspiring Veteran, which we'll have to pay for this. Alright, Inspiring Veteran. Bring it down. Do I want to go for the Falmir Knight here? If they play anything, I think we just swing in with the Venerable Knight. Alright, brings out Fairy Vandal. Gets to grow the Brineborn Cutthroat. Ops as well. So, I mean, we still get to trade off favorably with this Cutthroat. Oh, they actually get to draw the Fairy Vandal. Oh, no. They haven't drawn another card this turn. So, I think we're still getting in for 3. Yep, down to 14. is there a reason for getting it down? We actually want to use this to try to dig for a Knight's Charge. That's going to probably be our best way to kind of get through damage against the Flash deck. All right, they have a counter available. We might go for the Inspiring Veteran again and then just bring it back with Order of Midnight. Let them go ahead and counter it. But we kind of get value back. It could also be a wolf. We can also swing in and just bring stuff back with the Order of Midnights as well. I'm just not sure if it's going to be... We're not going to be attacking in very favorably. Let's go ahead and try for the Inspiring Veteran. Pretty sure it gets countered here. It doesn't get countered. Very interesting. All right, this feels like it's going to be a wolf then. I'm going to play this now to get a little bit more value with the Corpse Knight. Because I do want to swing in here. I guess we just swing in and bring stuff back if when needed. Okay, swing in. Keep putting on the pressure. They're going to want to kill this Corpse Knight. If they can grow Brineborn enough. Okay, Wildborn Preserver. But we can also just bring back the Corpse Knight with an Order of Midnight as well. We do need to get a Knight's Charge to be able to get some reach in. We actually want to get as much damage dealt now so that we can just lay that down and start swinging in for the win. All right, Chumps takes it down to 7. Didn't kill anything. So the Wildborn Preserver does have reach. Do we just play the Death Touch creature here? I mean, it's a 3/3, so it's not a bad plan here. It will trade off with anything. We get another pingage down to 6. If we find a Knight's Charge and it resolves, we just basically win here. And even if it doesn't, I mean, we get to swing in for a lot of damage next turn. Right, not a Knight's Charge. Well, we do get some more triggers with Corpse Knight, though. We're going to go for as many as we can and swing in. Bring them down to 4. And there we go. Opponent scoops it up. Yeah, so they might have had 2 other blockers they could bring down, but I think that bringing them down to 4 made it so that it was just a little too difficult for them to really stop us, especially with Order of Midnight to be able to attack in on the next turn. I don't know how they could have come back from that, really. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Not too shabby. All right, up against Greyik. Bring it on, Greyik. Ooh, I need to get... I'm not even sure if I have my Fox out there yet. I need my Foxy. All right, this is a pretty good curve. I'm liking this a lot. So... Ooh. We actually don't get Corpse Knight on the next turn. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Knight of the Even Legion, though. On turn 1. It's just a really good turn 1 play. Temple of Silence. We may not even play anything else besides this. And now we get to play another Knight of the Even Legion. The Ebon Legend. I actually think I'm going to keep this because we have Sir Conrad. We don't typically need any more than 3 mana. And we are trying to dig further stuff. But this, with our hand, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. All right, swing in with Knight. Play Knight, pass the turn. I mean, next turn we just get to pump one of them and grow both. Seems pretty good. Leafy Kin Druid. So whatever one they don't block. All right, play this so we don't have to do anything else. And we might just hold on to our hand kind of as long as possible. Just let the Knight of the Even Legions do what they do. Down to 12. Get some counters on these guys. Pass the turn. Vraska. All right, so Vraska kills one of them. We are going to go ahead and take care of Vraska. Ooh, that's nice. I'm actually going to get Corpse Knight down here instead, though. Kill Vraska, pass the turn.
It's not often I'm outmaneuvered.
All right, so I'm thinking this is, well, it's Sultai tokens maybe. I'm thinking Oko might be in here as well. Leafkin Druid, maybe they're playing like a Elementals version of the typical Sultai Oko stack. It's hard to say what's in meta right now. I really don't know. Questing Beast is good though. You can't block it. It does have Vigilance, which is annoying. Doesn't have Reach though, so we can at least get in here. Knight's Charge, not too shabby. Ooh. The land for Sir Conrad would have been pretty nice there. Let's go ahead and swing with Knight of the Even Legion. They block. It does have Death Touch as well, so that's fine. We'll trade off. I forgot that it also had Death Touch a little bit there. And Legendary, they probably just get to play another one here. So maybe I should have stayed back on defense instead. I'm hoping for Knight's Charge into maybe like a 1-mana creature here. Oko.
Those blind to tyranny are lost. Just surely you must be
Well,
famished.
Ask and ye shall receive. Playing this first just in case of anything. Do we go after Oko? We're gonna have to get rid of Oko, I think, at some point, but the food tokens are annoying that they can keep making those every turn. But I think we have to stay more aggressive. They can trade off with the Corpse Knight. Legion's End, they can just do that instead. Sky Knight Legionnaire will at least get in for some damage here. Double Legion's End. Man, food tokens make aggro. It's really difficult if you don't have a great aggro start.
Your new look is enchanting.
Yeah, it creates a 3/3. The issue here is that we play Sir Conrad. They just switch off with this Oko. Let's go Venerable Knight and Bell of the Brawl. Next turn we get to swing in with Sky Knight as well. Just hope for a really big turn next turn. Make them trade off with something, which they don't really have something to trade off with at the moment, besides maybe Leafkin Druid. All right, they get a lot of mana. Yep, trading off with the Leafkin Druid.
Surely you
Oh, they
see
just
the
turned into a
humor
3/3. Gotcha. So no longer has Menace. That is annoying. It also doesn't get the Knight's Charge. All right, so Sky Knight Legionnaire, we are going to swing in with everything. Venerable Knight does die. But we get to bring out a counter, bring out Knight of the Even Legion with a counter here. Raisin Borrower. Doesn't bounce anything interesting. Kills our entire board. Yep, that's really good. Really bad for us. Dude, Oko is so powerful. It's actually a little bit ridiculous how powerful it is. We need Murderous Rider, I guess, in here. I think did I not put any of the Murderous Rider into this deck? I built this one before the new set actually came out, and so this is all the cards from the Brawl deck. So I did forget Murderous Rider in here.
What's mine is yours.
Yep, exchange control. They do have black mana, so that's good for them. Two, we really need to hit land here. Oh, I guess we have this. Okay, Sir Conrad. This is exactly what we needed. We needed Oko to already be down below 5. hope that they don't have a removal spell here, and then try to just, if we can, get enough. Yeah, they do have Murder Strider. Well.
Oh dear.
Going a lot more aggressive now, which I guess they can. They can pump this twice. Yeah, I think this one's over. Now we find the Conclave Tribunal.
You're too close-minded.
I mean, I guess we block Oko, but we're still pretty much out of this game. Yeah, no attacks, pass the turn. We can block the Knight of the Even Legion, but we're basically just dead. Yeah. Murder Strider comes down. They get a swing in. Good game. Man, I thought we were actually doing pretty good at the beginning there, but they did take it to us. All right, up against Mint Chip again. All right, looks like there's not a lot of people out here playing, and so we're up against a lot of the same people. This is, I guess it is keepable. We have a Scry. We are also on the draw, so we could just find the right mana. Yeah, so yeah, this is good. Fervent Champion into Sky Knight Vanguard, double Sky Knight Vanguard. Pretty good stuff. Down to 19, pass the turn. Ooh. So double Fervent Champion is actually really powerful. Let's put that to the bottom. I don't think we really need... We're not looking for tons of lands. We're looking for Knight's Charge at this point. All right, Simic Flash, I'm pretty sure is what we're up against. Double Fervent Champion makes it very difficult for them to block, though. They might like try to unsummon here. Dude, 2/2/1s with haste, with first strike as well. What do you do about that? That's so good. All right, down to 15. Wildborn Preserver comes down. Yep, doesn't do much. They can grow it here, which will make it harder for us to get through. Next turn, we're just going to bring down Sky Knight Vanguard into Knight of the Even Legion. We're going to start with Sky Knight Vanguard here to try to draw out counter. I'd rather have Knight of the Even Legion. Maybe, maybe not. They do have a reach creature here that we have to deal with. So if they play another Wildborn Preserver, they get to pump one of these guys. Let's still go for it. We know that they could have something that does at least kill one of our guys here. All right, so another Wildborn Preserver. Pays and blocks. We also want to be getting in as much damage as we can, so that then once we get the Knight's Charge, we can just swing in for the win. And we have to hope that they don't have a wolf. The wolf is what just kind of stops us completely. What's it called? Wolf of the Pack or whatever. All right, Tournament Grounds. Let's swing in with Knight of the Even Legion. They have to at least double block here or bounce it. They could have Brazen Borrower. This deck, I believe, not all Simic Flash decks are running it. They should be. It's a really good card here for the Simic Flash deck. But All right, Cutthroat comes down. They resolve. So they can double block. We get to kill anything they do block with because of Death Touch. I'd gladly trade 2 for 1 with any of these creatures here. All right, forcing us to pay, that's fine. These guys are getting really big though. We do have to worry about that at some point. Do I want to play Falmer Knight just as it is? Just with a Death Touch creature? I think we need to be digging for other stuff. So let's play this tap, pass the turn. Just try to draw a card. I'm worried about them countering that though, and we lose value from both sides of it. All right, everything has white, so we shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Profane Insight. I'm just trying to get down Sky Knight Vanguard as well. If they do counter this, that's meh. Now we can't even swing in with Knight of the Even Legion. So play Sky Knight Vanguard, pass the turn. No attacks. We're mostly just digging for Knight's Charge now. Night Pack Ambusher. Yep, that's not good. Gets to grow one of these guys to a 5/5 probably. If they grow it to a 5/5, it can block and kill the Knight of the Even Legion. As this becomes a 4/5, so we'll see what ends up happening. I'm really not sure if we can beat these guys without Knight's Charge. If we can get like Knight's Charge into Knight's Charge, be able to swing in, that'll be really good. The longer we wait though, these guys just get... Night Pack Ambusher gets so good. Breeding Pool untapped. Or sorry, tapped. Yeah, oh gosh. Dude, Night Pack Ambusher with these guys is so good. We know that they have something else. Oh man, what do we even do? We can pump Knight of the Even Legion twice. So I guess that's kind of like our best shot, is just to force them to trade off with as much stuff as we can get them to. So just chumps. We will pump. And let's go for Bell of the Brawl. Another Night Pack Ambusher. Oh, goodness. And they're not very far away from just like one swing killing us too. So this is really bad for us. Not only that, but if we don't block one of the Wildborn Preservers, they could flash something else in and pump at 1,000,000. I'm going to block. I mean, I'm thinking they may try to go aggressive and swing in here, especially because they'll have 2 blockers. They probably should have. That was actually a really good time for them to be swinging in. Doesn't pump. Yeah, I think this one's over. Midnight Reaper is interesting. I should have played the Falmer Knight first. They can just block with 2 of these guys and be fine with the Knight of the Evil Legion. It might be worthwhile for us to go ahead and do that, though. Pass the turn. Hey, Cutthroat comes down. We at least have 2 Death Touch creatures that will help a bit. Tiny bit. Alright, grows the Brineborn. Yep. See what they draw. Puts it to the bottom. You could even flash in another creature and just try to swing in with as much as they can next turn. I'm thinking they should be trying to pump up these Wildborn Preservers, though. So this game is over. I want to kind of showcase other people's decks right now as well, like just showing what this, because this is something you're going to be running into all the time. I kind of want to see just how they actually finish out a game. I mean, if these Wildborn Preservers didn't have reach as well, the reach is what makes them just like over the top broken. Yeah, it gets the scry. Let's see what the last card in hand is. Or they probably won't show us for a while. Are they just passing the turn again? Hooah! Pay for that Knight of the Even Legion. Ooh, yeah. I mean, we do have a way of, like, if they do keep stalling out, we could maybe, like, play 2 Knights Charge. And get in there. These guys are getting massive, though. Next turn, I think they can swing in, and we won't be able to block enough to win, to not be dead. There's a Knight's Charge. We're actually just 1 land away from being able to bring everything back as well. So as long as this doesn't get countered. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to take 12, or quite a bit at least. This will do a bunch of damage to us when all of our stuff dies. If we swing in right now, we do 7 damage. They can block everything. We take a ton of damage. What I could try to do, man, if we could kill something as well, we could try to go for like Smitten Swordmaster, but that doesn't really work. We get 2 other guys down here, but we already know they have enough to block it. If we hit land, we can just block, bring everything else back. We don't have a Corpse Knight, though. I think we pass the turn and just hope to find another Knight's Charge. If they do swing in, we can at least survive. And hopefully draw enough lands to bring back the Knight's Charge. Maybe we can... we won't have enough lands to play a Corpse Knight into that. All right, starting to swing in. Let's block here. This becomes a 4/5, right? They can flash in another Knight's... We actually want to draw, though. But we have to keep enough Knights out to make it worthwhile. So, block 2... Kill 2. Down to 7. They've actually left less blockers now. Let's see if they... Oh my goodness. Alright, right. We only had 1 creature die. If we find a land as well... Oh, do we actually get enough here? Oh, what if they have a counter? If we can find another Smitten Swordmaster as well... Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, they have a lot of blockers here. I'd rather get Smitten Swordmaster to resolve. So play Sky Knight Legionnaire first. See if this resolves. Curry favor. Oh, they held on to it for so long. Oh, goodness. All right, how much damage can we do? I don't think it's enough. I think we're on the chump block plan again, which we died of Midnight Reaper now. So we have to attack with enough to not die to Midnight Reaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think it's already done. We're already dead. Bell of the Brawl at least has Menace. Man, all right, that was so close. They held on to the Frilled Mystic for so long. I really thought they would have countered the Sky Knight Legionnaire just because it was another attacker. It wasn't a game-ending thing though, so it does make sense. If we could also have like Sir Conrad here to deal damage, we could actually arrange so Midnight Reaper happens after all of the Conrad triggers. So there was a lot of draws that we could have found that would have helped there. We did find a couple of them. Maybe the issue was that we should have let Knight of the Even Legion die instead of pumping him last time. I mean, we're dead anyway, but we'll pump. Why not? Yep. Good game. We take million. I guess that was the other thing is I should not have pumped with Knight of the Even Legion. Oh my goodness. Yes! Yes, we got it! I should not have pumped with Knight of the Even Legion. I forgot about the fact that we can still draw. I was thinking that we weren't going to gain, that we would have too many things die, but we gained a lot of life with Knight's Charge. Oh, that's ridiculous. That was so fun. Oh, man. All right, up against Ira. Bring it on, Ira. And, ooh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. All right, we're going to keep this. Knight into Inveteran into just pumpage, probably. Well, we probably may not. We'll see. Blood Crypt. Could nig it. Pass the turn. Gutter Bones. Love being able to turn this guy into a 2/3 right away. Very powerful. Down to 18. Makes this so big on the next turn if we find an untapped land. If not, hopefully at least like Venerable Knight or something. All right, let's drop Smitten Swordmaster. We can bring it back when we need to with Order of Midnight. Oh, this exiles it from our hand. It might actually just be another Knight of the Even Legion. Or just Order of Midnight. Oh, this is a tough choice. I'm not sure what we drop. I guess Smitten Swordmaster. The Knight of the Even Legions are just so powerful. We get to swing in next turn and play this guy. Oh, and they're attacking in. Sweet. Yeah, no blocks. All right, this lets us swing in for quite a bit. Foulmire Knight. All right, let's go ahead and just see what happens when we swing. If they let all of the damage through, then great. Sweet. Now we definitely play Knight of the Even Legion. Both get counters on them. Very, very powerful. Ooh, and a Knight's Charge on top. Yeah. This is good. This is pretty grand. Dude, all right. If they have Legion's End, that's the issue. Legion's End would be very annoying here. They could also have like Murderous Rider. I've seen a few different versions of like a mono black deck. They could also bring in the knight that flashes in with lifelink. So maybe we do go for like Order of Midnight and Foulmire Knight here. We don't have any graveyard yet. All right, Midnight Reaper comes down. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play these guys down. We're gonna swing in with both Knight of the Even Legions. If they do block, now they're taking even more damage. They do get to draw cards for removal though, so it might be the best play for them to just block. I'm debating actually if I do want to overcommit to this board. If they do have some sort of board wipe. No, if they're playing this many aggressive creatures, they're not going to play like Ritual Soot or anything. So I think we play Foulmire Knight, Order of Midnight. Is actually Ritual Soot even still in the format? I forget which things have rotated out. Yeah, I think we just go Order of Midnight, Foulmire Knight into Knight's Charge on the next turn. Swinging for the victory. Here we go. Okay. All right, chumps. Do we grow this just to keep growing these guys here too? That's not a bad plan. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so this does 6 damage down to 7. Let's just go ahead and... Okay, down to 10. Order of Midnight as a 3/3. This as a 2/2. Get some counters. Oh, that's right, because they lost another life here, so we did get enough. So yeah, sweet. And Knight's Charge, deal 5 damage, and then we just hope they can't block another 5. Shouldn't be too difficult. They can't block 3 here. So yeah, this should be lethal unless they have a lot of removal here. Cry of the Canarium, which even Cry of the Canarium actually would be great for us, because that kills all their stuff. I'm trying to think of anything they could have here. The Flash in Night that gains them life is probably the biggest issue. If they had 2 of those, which now it looks like they don't. Okay, Banehound, so lifelink and haste. Swings in with the Reaper. Okay, Tournament Grounds. Knigget's Charge. And they don't have enough blockers. If they do block with everything, we still get to do damage with the Midnight Reaper, so... Yep, this should be game. I can't think of anything they can really do here. Because even if they do flash in the blocker to gain life, Midnight Reaper will do enough damage to them. I think they would drop down to 1 life, actually. But there we go. All right. Ranking up to gold tier. We're going to end this one here. That was awesome. 4 really fun games, really close ones as well. I did lose the second one, but this is basically how this deck has gone so far. So we won 3 out of 4 games, and I've basically done the same thing so far. I've played, I think, 5 others, and I won 3 of those, 5 or 6, and I only lost 2. So now I've lost, 3 out of, so it's been about 80% with this deck so far, which I've actually really surprised about. The one thing I probably would add into this deck is, like I said before, I built this with the Brawl cards rather than the Arena cards, or the new cards, because that's what I had beforehand. This is one that I built prior to all the set releasing, because the Brawl cards were technically still on Arena because they had been there before. Anyway, and so there are a few things that I would probably include into this deck. The lands for sure. Like I would bring in, actually, I'm not sure if you do, because we're so low on basic lands anyway, and which is really good. I mean, we were consistently hitting all of all of the lands that we were needing, all of the colors, because we almost have no basic lands. So 3 colors actually still is definitely possible to play. It's just it's painful is the biggest thing. Especially with Tournament Grounds and Knights. Tournament Grounds helps us out so much. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, things that you would add in that I missed here, because I know I missed a few cards, but overall, this is actually pretty powerful. So anyway, yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys have for me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.